Hey everyone, welcome to Downloadable Podcast, episode 40. This week we're going to be talking about our top 5 snack foods we like to eat while we're gaming. And this can be video gaming or tabletop adventures, whatever. Just things we like to go to while we're getting our game on. All right, guys. So, Colin, why don't you go ahead and take us into this?
All right. My top 5 is also my movie list. Snacks.
Mm-hmm.
It's my all. These are basically my go-tos for just about everything I'm doing when it's not studio time. All right, so we'll start. I'm gonna start it off with number 5 on sour gumballs, the Warhead ones. Every once in a while, I just love me some good sour stuff, and I buy them by the industrial size bags, and I would just go.
I think I got that from you and Mark with the sour gum. I need to actually get some because I can find what is it, the Sour Patch gum?
Yeah, those are okay, but you gotta find the Warhead ones.
Or Crybabies. I think it is
Crybabies and the Warheads are sometimes mixed together and stuff.
Yeah, you can go get those like at Five Below.
Yes, you can buy the big super bins of them, like $20 for like 1,000 of them or something. It's amazing.
All right. For my number 5, this is the only healthy one I'm gonna have because I'm a glutton when I do snack. So, but I chose frozen grapes. Those are fun to have. Throw a bunch in the freezer, and it stops them from spoiling quicker than they do normally. But like when I'm just playing like a long JRPG or something, I'll just grab some frozen grapes and like suck on those while I'm trying to grind. So
interesting.
Yeah, I've never done that before. I have to try that out. That sounds actually pretty good. So my number 5 is going to be beef jerky.
Hey, there you go.
And I prefer like the peppered kind. So I'll just get whatever beef jerky I can and sit there and munch on that because you can just chew it while you're playing and then suck on the juices that you get from it and everything when you're rehydrating it with your saliva. Yeah. But beef jerky is like one of those things. Even like I'm on a road trip, I love beef jerky.
Yeah, definitely road trip food right there. Yeah. Absolutely.
What's your favorite kind of beef jerky?
Probably the pepper. But I mean, I'll eat like the teriyaki. I'll eat about just anything. Even like I've had turkey jerky. I've had oh come on, there's like a bunch of different stuff you can get at like Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a jerky place down. I think it's more toward Baytown, maybe closer to Beaumont, but there's a place out there where you can literally buy hundreds of different kinds of jerky from all sorts of exotic stuff.
Yeah.
The next time I come down, I'm gonna be making a road trip out to it.
Yeah, I'll probably be definitely when we're heading out to Missouri this weekend. I'm definitely going to be stopping by Buc-ee's and grabbing me some beef jerky and some stuff. That's a 10 and a half hour drive, man. But I'm looking forward to it.
It's a lot of jerky. All right. So my turn again? Okay. Number 4, Munchos. The chips, not the Munchies mix. Very airy, very lightly, like I think they're fried. I don't know, but they're salty, so it actually helps put some salt content back in me and stuff like that. But those have been one of my go-tos for years. Not much more than that, so.
Yeah.
All right. For my number 4, it's a tie between Reese's Pieces or Reese's Cups or even peanut butter M&Ms. I'll eat all 3 all day. I wish I could have just unlimited supply, and I could just eat those all day. So,
yeah, the Pieces, man. That's my. I could just that and Almond Joys. I could just sit there and pop them. It's like, man, I can't do that because it's like it's gonna make me fat. I can't. But no. So my number 4 is going to be mozzarella sticks and pepperoni.
Oh,
yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, it's just like I get protein and I get of some fat content and some dairy.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like it's a perfect. I just like usually we'd get a bag of the pepperonis and I'll just sit there and split them out into little baggies and stuff. So I have like grab and go and grab me a couple cheese sticks and I'll be sitting there going like this and playing.
Yep.
Perfect.
Awesome. All right. My number 3, pre-made popcorn, the big bags of you can buy in the stores. I will eat that all the way down to the little nubs that are in there, and I will pour that thing into my mouth. I just do not care. I'm fat be damned. I'm 53. I'm gonna live my life.
All right. For my number 3, this is where it kind of gets outrageous. I don't do it as much anymore, but I'll just order like either a whole supreme pizza or a meat lover pizza and just eat it all while I'm either watching anime or playing a game. And that's it's fun. Good times.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Make sure it's stuffed crust.
Yeah, that's one of those things where we would like if we were gaming, it was like we would go over to Little Caesars back in the day when you had you bought 2 giant pizzas for like, what was it, like $10 or $15?
Yeah.
And get some crazy bread. We'll get some 2 liters, some chips and everything. We just go back to the house and it was like role playing, eating, rolling our dice, eating pizza.
Making sure you don't get sauce on your cheeks,
I understand, Dai. It's not my number 3, but that's definitely that's a staple, but it's not like one of the things like if I'm really gaming that I want to go towards right away.
If you have the money for it, you decide, oh, hey, that would be fun too. Absolutely.
But my number 3 is actually going to be popcorn, just like Colin's, but I prefer either the cheddar popcorn. Man, I can just sit there and munch on that stuff, and it's just like it's great for everything. You just grab a handful. The problem is you get all that cheese residue on your hand.
Yeah,
that's why you have a napkin or something, so you don't like getting cheese all over your controller. But you could put it in a cup and just do like this.
Yes, that absolutely. Cool. Very good choice. My number 2 is Funyuns. Love me some Funyuns, especially if I've got a Cuban sandwich made or can whip one up. Oh, Funyuns are just, I discovered them a few years ago and I'm like, okay, this is a thing. Absolutely.
Wow. So have you ever if you just take Funyuns and then sour cream, you don't need any flavors, just dip them in sour cream like it's dip?
No, I haven't.
It's really good.
I'll have to try that because I know that when I make a sandwich and stuff, I take Funyuns and I pack it right in there for that texture and for that little additional flavor. So that's good stuff.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time, but I remember I haven't just because of that onion flavor.
Yeah,
and you dip it in the sour cream. It's like you're just having dip with the chip. It's a weird combo, but it works.
Yeah, I could see that because after a while, the flavoring on the Funyuns will actually flavor the sour cream and give it a little bit back. I could absolutely see that.
I haven't had Funyuns in a long time. Try them out.
Oh man.
Yeah, we usually get them at my work, and if I'm getting a sandwich, I'll grab a bag of Funyuns and just sit there and eat that with my sandwich.
For my number 2, I usually go to Aldi's or I guess anywhere you can get them. As I get these honey barbecue like wing types, boneless wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just warm up a bunch and then I'll just sit there and eat them. And when they're good. I don't get them as much as I used to, but yeah, those were pretty good. So
Aldi's is good for the snack stuff, man. Absolutely, they've always got a nice, good selection. Once in a while, you'll find that one little thing. And you know that they're not going to have it for 6 months, so you buy 5 of them just so you can have them.
Yeah.
It's going to be 6 months. I'm going to get it now. Exactly. Sometime I'll leave one for somebody else. Sometimes I'll be like, nah, fuck them kids.
Well, considering the fact that like some of that stuff has like a long shelf life, so it's like
yeah.
Oh man,
Sorry.
no. So I'm actually kind of so my number 2 is the healthier snack, and that's carrots. I love carrots. And they're the great snack because you just like, you cut up some carrots and stuff, and you can just sit on there and just chew on them while you're playing. It's not like something where you have to really use your hand to do anything with. And they're definitely one of my go-to.
You don't have to worry about them coming off on your fingers and stuff like that.
Nope.
Totally fair.
Yeah.
That's good. They're supposed to help vision too, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Lies.
Lies.
Yeah, lies.
Damn you, big carrot. All right. My number 1, absolutely the worst for me on my list. Hot Pockets.
Oh man.
I love different flavors of Hot Pockets, but now that chicken bacon ranch ones are a thing, there's always at least 5 boxes of them in my freezer. I will sit there and I will cook them 2 at a time while I'm doing stuff. Movie, games, just Hot Pocket.
Oh man.
And if I've got Funyuns with my Hot Pockets, leave me alone.
Okay. For my number 1, I'll have to go with popcorn. That's the one I have almost every single day. So I just warm it up, or I even buy like the one, the ones that come in the big bag. So any kind of popcorn, kettle corn, the cheddar popcorn, whatever, I'll eat it all. So.
Yeah, man, popcorn is like the perfect snack. You just pop it in the microwave for, a few minutes. You don't want to do it too long. There's people I work with that sit there and they burn their popcorn. And you can smell it all the way across the building.
Oh.
But my number 1, and it's funny because you talked about Hot Pockets and then Dai was talking about stuff, and I was like, man, pizza rolls are fantastic, and that's another go-to. But those would be my honorable mentions. Pizza rolls are especially the combination where you get like the pepperoni
and sausage.
Yeah. But my actual number 1, and this is one of the things I've loved since they came out, and at least that I remember them coming out. They have great flavors for these, and it's the Gardetto's original the snack mix.
Oh, that would be an honorable mention for me,
dude.
Okay.
Fried chips alone, absolutely.
I just would
absolutely.
If I can, and that's probably what I'm going to pick up for the trip, is like I love snacking on those. They're just a crunch, the flavors and everything. Yes. And they used to make a mustard flavored one that was really good.
They still have them up here.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I might have to have you send me some.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, because when I used to go camping and everything, when I was part of Boy Scouts, I would literally, that was the thing. I'd get me some Lipton tea cans, the sweet ones, because they weren't too sweet. They were just like the perfect mix. And I'd get the ones that didn't have the citrus in it, to make it the lime or lemon. And then I would get me a big bag of those, or have my dad get me the Gardettos, and then some beef jerky, and that's what I would survive on while I was camping. Besides whatever our scoutmaster would be, would make us for dinner and stuff for lunch.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's I don't know, just that savory. I don't know. I've always been a person like sweet's great and everything, but I love savory.
Oh yeah, I prefer a lot of salty stuff over sugary stuff.
It's not good for this, but
No.
That's why I drink water. If you drink enough water, it offsets it. At least I think. I could be completely wrong, and
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but those were, man. They take me back to like being 10 and 12, 10 or 12 years old, going camping and stuff, or just doing any kind of trip. That was always my go-to thing for when we would drive to San Antonio, or we're going to even when we went to New Orleans and stuff for my family and everything. It's always one of those things I would have to have.
Okay.
But
was there like any drinks that you added to your snacks to make them the extra special?
Oh man, so see, like the funny thing is, like, I'm thinking about this now for the perspective of what I would have now. But like, if I were to talk about like what I would actually do back in the day, so like my buddy Alex, who's been on the podcast, I'd like to get him back on, but he's dealing with work and stuff, and his newborn. Well, it's not newborn anymore, but his baby and stuff. But he would come over to my apartment and stuff, and he would get these Doritos Salsa Verde chips, which I wish they still made. Those are fantastic. But he would get a packet of Lucas with the lime flavoring, everything, and he would sit there, open up his bag, put the Lucas in there, and it made the chips extra limey and a little bit of kick, or a little bit more spice. And we would get that, and then we would do like Surge or A&W root beer or cream soda.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, like if we were gaming and stuff, it was usually Coke or Joke Cola or Mountain Dew for a little period of time. I moved away from Mountain Dew. It's good, but it's not as good as it used to be.
Oh yeah, I agree.
But if anything, it was always either between Coca-Cola or Dr. Pepper. I'd switch between the two.
Oh, yep, me too. Same.
And if
we tried the Pepsi Nitro yet?
No.
Think a creamy version of Joe Cola.
Okay, I'll have to look.
And there's the regular Pepsi, that's the Nitro, and then there's a vanilla Nitro as well. But the original tastes like Joe Cola that's been frothed up a lot.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
It's very creamy, very good.
Okay.
Well, go ahead,
Pepsi. Was it Pepsi that made the clear kind, or was it Coke?
Yeah, that was Pepsi Clear.
That's what I was bringing up.
So bad.
You
like it?
Oh, I love Crystal Clear Pepsi. That was my drink. It was so much better than regular Pepsi to me.
Without all the caramel colorings and stuff.
Yeah, because anytime I'd be coming to go see Colin or go to the, Big Rand's, the comic shop in Baytown, it was always, we'd stop at that gas station right after we come off the bridge.
Yep.
Get me my Crystal Clear Pepsi, and we go hang out at the comic shop.
Yep.
Okay. Do you guys ever get into slushies? I love slushies from the gas station.
Oh yeah. My dad. That's a big thing for my dad. He loves slushies. I get them every once in a while. I don't mind them.
Besides slushies.
That's yeah.
That's basically just little flavor. You get this bizarre swirl or death purple looking thing, and then that's it.
What is it? Slurpees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, what else? Trying to pad the episode. This one's like really short. We went through everything really quickly.
Welcome to Dad Level Podcast Express.
Yeah, that's a mini episode. This is episode 39 and a half. No.
39.575.
Yeah.
Sponsored by David Jordan.
But we definitely want to do an episode on fast food places we love to go to. Or or late night gaming, or like when we would go to like the Super Track and stuff, or come home. It was like, what were the top 5 restaurants you would go to pick up on your way home? And it's like, of course, this won't be in the episode, but I'll save it for the thing. But it's like Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, Taqueria Randis, which is a place, Whataburger.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. And then anything you could find at a 7-Eleven.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I remember when your dad was working at 7-Eleven. It was just, it was like a kid in a candy store.
Oh man, like when I worked at Jack in the Box and stuff, and you just like, hey, come over. I made this like concoction of food. Go try it out. I did this one thing where it was a chicken marinara, because I took the regular chicken sandwich and I would take the packets that they would of marinara sauce that they would use for the cheese sticks, and so I put that on top of that. I put some of the mozzarella cheese on there, lettuce, tomato, and that's what it would be, is the mozzarella. I mean the marinara chicken sandwich. Or I had like a Neapolitan shake. So you basically take the soft serve, you take Barks root beer, and then you do the strawberry and chocolate and mix it together, and it tastes really good.
Mhm.
Nice. Once in a while, if I want something a little more substantial, I'll do up a full Japanese style ramen.
Mm.
You know, the noodles with all the stuff, the egg, the cut up onions, toppings, things like that.
Chashu,
that's
or the
if
pork.
if I'm really engrossed in something, set up a tray table, put it there, get back to it when I I need to eat a little bit, go, and then
Oh yeah, that ramen's another one that's always a go-to. It's like just the cup of ramen, the Nissan, or the yeah,
Maruchan. Aunt Julie calls him Munchausen.
Munchausen. Oh man,
do you guys get like a bunch of hot dogs and whatnot?
we do on occasion. I prefer beef franks over regular.
Oh yeah,
because it's like I don't like bologna in the first place, and I don't want to have a
bologna stick.
Bologna stick. Yeah. But I had a buddy that but his mom would always do hot dogs for his birthday and stuff. So it was always one of those things that we would always have.
Yeah.
But pizza was always a staple. My dad's spaghetti was always a staple.
Yes.
Which I know how to make the actual from scratch and everything.
Hamburger Helper was one of his.
Yeah, Hamburger Helper. But he would take it and he would alter it to make it even better than what was on the box.
Yes. So, yeah. And that's where I learned it from. And which brings up the perfect quote. I don't know why they call it Hamburger Helper. It does just fine on its own.
Oh man.
Yay.
Yeah, Hamburger Helper is not as good as it used to be. I don't know what they do.
No, because like the way that the noodles are cooked now, or at least the type of noodles they use, aren't as good as regular pasta. It seems like.
I don't know. Patrick he's a master at cooking that stuff though. We do here's another thing we do up here: garbage plates.
Okay.
You may have heard them in passing and stuff like that. Basically, you have a meat component, you have a pasta component, which is usually some kind of like suddenly salad type of thing, and then you have like some kind of like a potato component, like French fries or tater tots, and then you have cheese, and then you have basically from there whatever you want to put on it. Like we'll do cut up hot dogs, and then we'll have mustard and ketchup, and then if we get really elaborate, we'll throw chicken nuggets or something in it. You just put it on this one plate, you put ketchup over it, and you just go to town on it.
Oh wow.
And a while ago, hey, if we're always doing pasta and we're always doing hamburger, let's just do Hamburger Helper as the base of the meal and totally change the game.
Well, yeah, you got you can have hot dogs or not hot dogs, but hamburgers for a while and everything, and then you can always make them into smothered steaks, make a little gravy and everything, and throw on some, saute some onions and put that on top of your hamburger and stuff, and have some mashed potatoes and some veggies. That's perfect little thing right there. No, but what me and my wife would do when we first moved in together was we would get the Velveeta shells,
right,
and then get like the Tyson chicken or the popcorn chicken.
Yep.
And then we would just cook those separately and put them together, and then like have a plate of veggies, and that would be our dinner.
Nice.
So we're getting the protein, we're getting the dairy, the starches from the spaghetti, and then the veggies would be our vegetables. So it's one of those things, you have those shortcuts when you do it. Or like making what is it? Shepherd's pie is another good one. Easy meal to make.
The thing now with the mac and cheese, like the Velveeta mac and cheese, they now have the boxes of just the cheese packets you can buy.
Mm-hmm.
We buy like 5 or 6 of them a month. and that way we're not locked into just the shells. If the boys want mac and cheese, but they want spiral pasta, they want,
Oh yeah.
whatever, just cook up whatever pasta they want, squeeze in some Velveeta cheese, and off and running.
Did you buy the Velveeta blocks? You ever see that?
Yes, the bricks.
Yeah.
Oh, we always buy
Bricks,
those. We make tuna helper or tuna casserole.
Oh yeah, man, yeah. Just do that too. Like throw it in with anything, or just make grilled cheese with that stuff, or whatever.
Yeah.
It works.
One thing I do with grilled cheese is I'll get different cheese slices, but I'll also
Mhm.
take shredded cheese and put it in the middle between the
Mhm.
cheese slices. And so I have like 5 different cheeses, a couple different textures, and then
Mhm.
grill that puppy nice and gooey.
Oh damn, that sounds good.
It is. I mean, and sometimes I'll get fancy and I'll put like a little bit of Frank's in it or a couple pieces of pepperoni, and
Okay. That sounds good.
definitely worth the shot at. I mean, just
Oh yeah. Oh. I'm pretty. I don't know. Ramen's really good too. I don't know. I haven't had ramen in a while though.
yeah. I live about a half hour north of Syracuse.
Oh.
So we don't have a lot of the stuff that you guys down that way.
Oh. Okay.
Like down in Houston, they got ramen houses everywhere.
Oh yeah, we have tons of ramen places over here.
The
Chinese
boys
food.
want to go to a ramen house so bad. I mean, we have a Chinese place here in town, and they make good food, but you're kind of locked into whatever they're making. But no, both of them want to. It's been generally agreed that once we're down there and settled, whenever the move finally happens, one of the first things they want to do, hit a ramen house.
Well, I got a couple of them I could take you to. I also there's like a lot of sushi places. There's all types of food, Mediterranean. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the one thing that's great about Houston. It is a very diverse city with its culture and food places.
You guys are first tier market. We're just under second tier.
Could you imagine them coming down to go have like Papa's barbecue and stuff, and like some really good barbecue places?
Oh, it's just the options are going to be endless for them.
Yeah,
because the whole town, the actual town is maybe 3 miles end to
oh
end.
wow.
So we don't have a lot. We have got like 3 pizza places and a Chinese place and a McDonald's, or we have to go to the store and buy our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then it's half an hour, 40 minutes to Syracuse, and then you got a few more options and stuff like that. But
well, y'all guys will be always welcome over. So that's not even a thought. So, but yeah. Do we anything else we want to add to this real quick, and then I guess we can go ahead and wrap up because I
think we got it good and covered.
Yeah, should be good.
All right, everyone. Thanks for checking out this short episode this week. Tell us below what your top 5 snacks are below in the comments, and if you think of something else you want us to talk about, put it down below so we know. Until then, have a good one and stay level, everyone.
Deuces.